show without that chubby, cuddly little man of love, Larry the Cable Guy. We recently caught up with him and his co-star, Ivana Milicevic, in Hollywood to talk about his new movie, Witness Protection. Check it out. Now I'm hanging out with these stars of Witness Protection. The lovely Ivana Milicevic and the lovely Larry the Cable Guy.
I think you can tell who's who.
I just had to call you lovely.
Well, I like when you talk dirty to me.
So, I want to ask Ivana, because Larry, we talk all the time, it's good to see, but how did you put up with him?
Put up with me?
Yeah, in Witness Protection.
Please, this was like the Lord's little gift to me.
Oh, wow, Larry, you see?
In Chicago.
Ivana and I
We love each other.
we bonded good. We're good friends now, Lance. You can't get her to say anything bad about it.
We're like BFFs.
Well, I can see that your fashion sense is worn off on him a little bit, because he's kind of matching.
That's right.
Yeah, a little bit. I got my nice, this was a free t-shirt.
I taught him that if you're going to do a pattern, do it in threes. Camo, camo, camo.
That's right. So that's what I've learned in the whole movie.
Well, let's talk about the movie. Favorite scenes? I know you have a nude scene. This is new for me as I'm watching this film. I wasn't expecting Larry the Cable Guy.
Well, you know, can I, before you go in there, can I tell him about this? Like, he was very against nudity because he didn't want to be one of those actors that, like, takes his clothes off all the time, you know, because he's an actor. But he felt that this time, from what you told me, from what I gathered, it was the right time.
Sir, I am going to do a body cavity search. I wouldn't if I was you. Officer down! I'm like Lindsay Lohan. I don't want to be just, I don't want my body to overshadow my acting
would
ability.
confuse you for Matthew McConaughey, and we don't,
Well, we don't want that to happen.
Right, exactly.
No, I gotta tell you, it's humiliating. I was at the time,
Is it?
it's humiliating. I had lost, I was 200, almost 280 pounds when I did this picture. And I've lost 40 pounds.
Oh, that's impressive.
And, I gotta tell you, it was a whole room full of people. And I'm sitting there with a robe, and they're like, all right, let's do this. I'm like, okay, well, there's a ball cap. I'm standing there like this, and I had to...
You full-blown naked?
Well, full-blown. I was a full-blown girl with a ball cap right here.
So the ball cap was actually covering.
Yes.
You didn't have a bikini.
No, full-blown ball cap. And may I say, an extra large hat. And not one of those, child hats. It was a regular large hat. I think 8 1/4. And so anyway, but here's the deal with that. So they got all these people in there. I'm like, oh man, I was really embarrassed to do it, and I kicked the robe off, and I'm like, oh, let's get this over, let's get this over. And we literally had to do that shot 15 times. Right. And then by the 15th time, I'm standing there like, all right, let's do this, boys. It was no big deal after about 15 shots.
We'll have more of Larry the Cable Guy in a minute, but first, slipping 3 to number 4 in Sugarland instead.